Hello and welcome to another episode of Plebcast. Today I'm going to tell you how to get rich, a real process for improving your life. This is for those that are starting at rock bottom, that are making minimum wage, that don't know how to get themselves out of their situation. There are other videos out there that talk in similar fashions, but this is going to be a real step-by-step process of what you can do to make yourself some money. My name is Andrew. This is Plebcast. So your starting point is, let's say you're working at McDonald's, you're making minimum wage, you have no savings or any extra income. Okay, so this is going to be for that kind of person, really starting at rock bottom with almost hopeless, situation. So step one, get a new job. You need to get out of McDonald's. You need to get out of your minimum wage job. You need to create a good resume, and you need to apply. Find something that's going to pay you just a little bit, or even, twice as much, because, minimum wage is probably around $10 or something like that. You can easily find somebody that will pay you $20 an hour with no degree, no certification or anything like that. And as long as you are willing to learn and be a team player and nice to work with and learn that job very well, then you will do good. That will be a better situation for you to be in than working around people that are very hopeless and not doing anything with their lives. So by you watching this video, have taken the first step into changing your life, is to figure out, search something that's going to get you out of that situation. Step two is reduce your expenses. Get rid of Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. I don't pay for any of that stuff. I use free YouTube. I don't pay for any sort of subscription service or anything. You need to move to a cheaper place, possibly get some roommates. I live alone, but this is a more affordable place than the past two places that I've lived at. Don't go out to eat or order DoorDash. Sell things you don't need and do free things for entertainment. This is the only chair. I have one other chair, but this is my only chair that I use. I don't have any furniture. I've sold all that stuff because I don't need it. The things that you can do for entertainment, you can go to the library, you can read books, you can use the resources at the library, like their computers, to go online and watch these kinds of videos that will help you get out of your situation. And you can also just being outside is great. Go to places where people are talking and that you can talk to and ask them questions about how they did in their career. Old people can be boring sometimes. They'll stand in front of you in the bank and, with a paper check, not understanding, 15 different things that they could do online. But they have a lot of experience, and it's good to ask them questions and to figure out what they did to get in a good situation in their life. Step three is to get a new skill. Some of y'all have gone to college or you're in college. I would continue doing that. As someone that also went to college, I'm still paying for it. It can seem like you're not going to make a lot of money right out of the door of college. And in some cases, that's true depending on what degree. If you have an English degree and you're going to be an English teacher, just prepare yourself not to make any money. If you're going to business school and you're working really hard and making good grades at business school and you're applying to internships and, progressing in all of your classes, that's going to make you a lot more money than being an English teacher. Sad to say, I love teachers. They're great, but that's just the reality of the world that we live in. Don't go to college for a degree that you think is fun and, nice. Go to college for a degree that's going to make you some money. The second thing is go to a trade school. So, college is very expensive and it takes a minimum of 4 years, maybe a little bit faster if you take a lot of classes and you have the money to do that over the summer. But a trade school will get you in and out faster. You'll graduate with less debt, and you'll have a real world skill that cannot be replaced by computers and AI. You're not going to find a robot that's going to be a plumber or an electrician out in the field building things, building the real world, being a framer or a drywaller, Those are not glamorous jobs, but you're going to make a lot more money than an English teacher, that's for sure. So the end result of both of those things is to get yourself a certificate or a degree. You're going to need that because it's just a piece of paper, but it shows that you have the ability to learn new things. Step 4 is to use that degree and certificate to get a new job. You need to apply for higher paying jobs with advancement opportunities, and then you need to stay there and you need to get really good at it. You need to learn the ropes, listen to people, talk to people at that job, and you need to be a team player and make sure that you're doing well in that job. And that's sort of one of the other steps that I've got here. But the next step is to start saving money. Just don't spend it. Pay off your debts. It can feel really boring sometimes if you're used to going out to eat a lot and ordering Uber or DoorDash or something like that. You just don't spend your money. Stay at home. Don't go out. Go outside if you want to go for a walk. Go outside. But don't go to some place where you have to pay $10 here, $15 there, because that sort of expenses adds up, and before you know it, your money's gone again. Now this is where you start to get in. Once you start saving money, maybe saved up a few $1,000s in your savings account, or even just keep it in your checking account, because your savings account is going to pay you diddly squat in terms of interest. It's basically just an extension of your checking account. You need to open a brokerage account. Now, most of these, I think Robinhood, they allow you to do it you can open an account for free. You don't have to put any money in, but the bigger brokerage accounts like Fidelity, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, those will require that you have $500 to open the account, but that's your money. You get to keep it. It's still free to open the account, but you will need $500 at least that was at the time when I opened my account several years ago, is that you had to have $500 to open the account, and then you could start using that money to invest in stocks. There's also a company 401k. If your company offers a 401k, that can be a good way to make some additional money. Again, this is like a savings account. You're not going to be spending this right away. Or if your company does not offer a 401k, you can open an IRA inside your brokerage account. And there are other videos that will talk about that. But it's a tax advantage strategy for saving money. There's a traditional and a Roth IRA, one where you put money into it and you pay taxes on it immediately. And then the other where you pay taxes on it later when you withdraw the money at age 65 or whatever. And then what you need to do is, with your brokerage account, is to buy some safe, well-known stocks like Apple, Coca-Cola, big names that are going to be around for a long time, that have made a lot of money and are continuing to make a lot of money. There are some really easy ones to pick, like, Microsoft, Amazon, even Netflix, I think, is still making some good money, but those are the ones that you want to focus on at first, and then you can start going down the chain and getting into some riskier assets. The last one I've got on here is crypto, because this is a Bitcoin crypto related channel. I would buy some Bitcoin. Start with Bitcoin and then work your way down the chain into some other cryptocurrencies that are a little bit more risky, but without going too far into the details of it, Bitcoin is where you need to start. Step 7 is to find a side hustle to make some additional money apart from your day job. So there's opportunities like vending machines. If you want to start buying and locating those, you can work for Uber and you can drive people around. You can open an Amazon store and buy and sell products. You can work extra hours at your day job, or you can find yourself a second job of some sort. These are all ways that you're going to be spending a lot of your time working and grinding to make as much money as you can. Like I said, it can be boring sometimes, but it's what's going to help you get out of your situation. You have to do this in order to better your life, to, fix yourself. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, this is a way to do it. Now, step 8 gets more esoterical. You need to go to the gym. You need to be healthy, read and listen to successful people, and you need to stay clean and organized. The last one may sound a little silly because there are probably some, successful, disorganized people, but for the most part, a lot of really successful people are, they're very clean. Their place isn't cluttered. They're very organized. They know what's going on around them and in their lives, and they surround their people with other successful people. Those are very good ways to, clear your mind and to have a direction of where you want to go. So focus on that. It's very important. Step 9 is just repeat steps 5 through 8. Consistency is key. Make it a habit to change your life, and then don't give up. There are going to be hard days just figuring out what to do. I had problems trying to figure out how to start this video, but here I am making the video. That's just a small example of little hurdles that you're going to have to come across. And if it just seems insurmountable, find another way. There are multiple paths to get to the place that you want to be. And lastly, step 10, this is more advanced, but once you started making some money and once you've started having a savings, buy some undervalued stocks, buy some smaller cryptos. And then if you have the money, you can start buying some small fixer-upper homes. These are all ways to make yourself some additional money. And at the end of the day, you'll have made an investment. You'll be working on that investment or just saving and holding it. And then one day you'll be able to cash in and get a return from that. So those are all of my steps to becoming rich. This isn't like generational wealth or anything like that. We can get into that in another video, but I wanted to make this because there are a lot of people out there that ask me, how did I do it? How did I get rich? And what did I do to, this is what I did. I've given you my playbook for what I'm doing and what I did to get as much money as I have. I don't spend money, I'm renting a house. I don't pay for any subscription services. I'm paying off all my debts, and I'll be able to cash in fairly soon. So listen to this. This is important. This is a good way for you to better your life and to make money in the long run. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a real honest to God way of how you can make some money. So if you found this valuable, please leave a like, drop a comment, let me know what you did in your life to make yourself more successful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.